So I saw this latest video where Ashmushy apologized to Very Dark Man. Not Very Dark Man, but she apologized for all the issues and then promised not to do it again and stuff, and explained why she wasn't able to pay. You understand? So, and I said to myself, this is what I've been saying. Now she's getting it. First time that Very Dark Man called her out, she went to fight. You don't go to fight, because when you're fighting, you are losing credibility. It's called Pyrrhic victory. Go and Google it. Pyrrhic victory. P-Y-R-I-C. Pyrrhic victory. An ancient king, Pyrrhus. This king went to war, and in the middle of the battle, he realized that he is supposed to pull back because the battle has come to a stalemate. Both sides are losing, but nobody's gaining ground. His military advisors told him to pull back. He refused. He decided to use courage and determination to push his military forward. And they fought the whole day. By evening, his military conquered and defeated the other ones, wiped them out. But at what cost? Because he lost 90% of his own soldiers. Because of that, he no longer had an army to defend himself. The Romans just came and arrested him like a common prisoner. They just gonna catch her like that, arrest him. That was the beginning of the end of King Pyrrhus. So when it comes to Pyrrhic victory, some battles in life, you need to know that there is no winning in it. When she started attacking, Very Dark Man is gaining credibility by calling out people that are not paying. They call you out. You're supposed to pay immediately, apologize. And she did the right thing first, paid, instead of her to come and apologize and say, oh, I'm sorry, this is just some inconsistencies in our records, and blah, that she would have said. She started fighting back. Before you know it, more people started reaching out to Very Dark Man. There is no way you're going to run the kind of business she ran for 5 years, 10 years. You will not have some angry customers. And 1 or 2 angry customers can bring down your brand. It took her 5 days to 1 week to realize that she's incurring more damage. This is brand education for people. If you are running a company or business now, you need to understand. You understand? It's branding. That's what they call branding. There is nothing else that is in branding. Branding is just understanding how people view your product. One person with one negative review can bring down everything you've worked for. All your offices. Remember what happened to the other Glow lady? Somebody that is doing business, she built offices everywhere. She's doing everything, Instagram ads, everything. Business is going. One negative review. Instead of her to send her staff to reach out to that girl and say, why did you give us negative review? What is the problem? Come over, pay your flight ticket, come over, then we'll refund you, give you new products, snap picture with you, put up that picture so that people will see that we're a good brand. Instead, she went and picked the girl and locked her up. From locking her up, Very Dark Man got involved and crashed the whole business. Her brand is now representing negative brand. Nobody's talking about her brand again. What's she going to do with all those offices and more? And you need to know that her product might even have so many positive reviews. Thousands of positive reviews can replace one negative review. So in branding, in business, when you have a negative review, you quickly address it and address it properly. With the view of the fact that if you mishandle it, it's going to affect the rest of your product. That's why even abroad, if you are working for a company and you go to Twitter to misyan about something else that is not related to that company, they'll fire you. Before you get to work, you don't go work. Before you reach work the next day, they don't fire you already because they understand branding. The video I saw Jenny's Glow do now, that was when I knew that it's like somebody who understands branding has communicated with her. This is the proper thing to do. Now you have refunded the customer. Ask for this, that. If you come and buy my course, if you're buying my course on the payment page, you will see in red there, we do not offer refunds. Please chat up admin and ask all your questions before you make payment. Why? Because what we sell is intellectual product. It's not a physical product. When I say buy my hair oil, what I mean is I've created a 10-minute video with a document that lists all the ingredients that I use to grow back my hair. I used to be bald. Look at hair. People say it's fake. Is this fake? This is hair. I used to be bald 3 months ago. It's not even far. Then I created the perfect oil to grow my hair. I made a video of it, put it there. But before you pay, before we used to refund, but we now notice that some people are tricky. They will come to buy the oil, or whatever that's on the platform. They will buy it first, then they will take the course. They will go through everything, set up everything, like how to make money online. They will set it up, and then they'll come back the next day and say, I don't like this. Give me back my money. You will now refund the person. They will go and buy another course. When you now take the email of the person, clock it on the platform, you now see refunded, payment refunded. That's when we now said, no refunds. Since we said that, we've never had any issue with any customer, ever. We've never had, because those tricky ones, once they get there and see that, they know that we know where they're going to. We've never had any issue with any customer. So I'm giving out this information for some of you now to know how things are running online. The way Nigerians will run things is not the way Americans will run things. People, they street, then they look for who to. Some people will even send you fake alerts so that they can gain access. So at the end of the day, sometimes in branding, some of the politicians that comedians are making jest of, some of these pastors, it's not that they cannot fight back. It's not that pastor cannot send police to come and pick you in your house. But he's calculating the branding damage that will happen. If they send police now, go pick this guy now, and the thing enter media, do you know how many potential members he's going to lose? Now, it's only people that understand branding that understand that. Your business is on a trajectory. One person say one thing, you leave that trajectory and start pursuing that person. Something that if you had ignored it, it would have died out. You get? So when you have something to protect, you don't go fighting any kind of battle. You choose your battles wisely. So everybody should learn this. Her latest video is the perfect video and the perfect response for that kind of thing. Since she did not have a refund agreement with the customer came back. You did not give me the service you paid for. I think the lady paid for a tutorial, and the lady and she did not grant her the classes. So she now said, okay, give me back my money, and she didn't give her back. That's what I feel happened. You understand? Why not give her back her money? Okay, now you've been called, give it back to her. Period. Apologize with a written apology, self. Why? It's not that you're not right. This is why some people settle out of court. People, they settle out of court. You understand? We had a guy that had an issue with a lady. When they went to the court, as they were trying to go to court, police told the guy, cornered the guy, said, settle out of court with this girl. You might be innocent, but by the time the case gets to court, you don't know the mood of the judge for that day. She might look at one thing and say, this guy look guilty. They go. Or case adjourned, remanded in prison till further notice. From that remanded now, you don't do 1 or 2 years. 1 or 2 years before they find whether you are guilty. My guy has to pay. Guy has to pay. Even though it is a bad, a false accusation, and there is evidence that he no do anything, but because of this kind of case, police say, guy, go and settle this girl. All this settle out of court, you know me say you did guilty. It's because you are calculating the damage that will, potential damage that will happen if, you understand? At the end of the day, you just sacrifice money. That is branding for you. Not your brand can withstand attack. This very dark man's brand can withstand attack. But not all kinds of brand, because it's not really selling a product. You get what I'm saying? Like a product.